Hello everybody, welcome to StarCraft 2 Tournament number 4. This week we have the blue Protoss player Heavy Terra, Heavy Armed guy who is a veteran versus the new player Rugwall, the Terran player. Oh my god, I'm sorry about that. You're on 8x speed. Alright, I started the game a little bit late because I wanted to fit this into one YouTube video. And I can assure you, nothing happened. Nothing at all. Terran player Rugwall is expanding at the beginning of the game, and our heavy armed guy going for a 3-gate, just a 3-gate opening. Now, here's a little story about Scrap Station that you all may enjoy. Alright, so I was Protoss, just like heavy armed guy, in the same spot, facing a Terran player. Our big armies clashed, and I took out his base, but because he's Terran, he floated off to this island. Built up a base, turtled up hardcore, snuck a base down here, and freaking destroyed me. So I always veto Scrap Station because of Terran can float off to an island, and also this very short air distance between the bases. A Terran player could probably get Banshees out really fast, and it would mess up the Protoss player. So I really don't like this map. As we see, Heavy Armed guy doing another expansion. I mean, his first expansion. Terran player going for the rocks with a lot of early Marines, because we all know Marines are what wins the game. You can't win a game without Marines if you're Terran, because they're just awesome. Going for 4 Raxes. Very, very bold from Rugwall. Balls to the wall. Balls to the wall. And we have this Mariner who decides to be like, hey guys, you can shoot out the wall by yourself. I'm not going to do any work. I'll watch your back. I got your back. Quite interesting how he's just ignoring the squad. Still doing nothing. Oh, he's going to go to the bunker. And we have the observer from the Protoss player. The first set of rocks are going down. Protoss player getting ready to move, make a push. 2 observers from the Protoss player. Very smart, very smart. Robotics facility going for some Colossus versus Terran. That's always a good idea. Terran player deciding to not use that bunker. Very wise of him. Building that gas refinery. Getting concussive shells a little bit late. Does have enough energy. Going for a factory now. Deciding to get some tech. Oh, excuse me. Tech lab. Nothing. I predict he's going to go very Marauder heavy. Yes. So right here, as we see, both players getting a nice little chunk of an army. Terran player going for that second set of rocks. And he's going to go for that second set of rocks. Protoss player is also deciding to go for the rocks, but he notices they're losing health. So he's going to go play on the defensive end. Very smart. He just grabbed all his zealot. No, he's spreading his units out. That's very smart of him. Very smart, very smart. You always want to spread your units out when you know an attack is coming. Terran player is pumping out Marauders. About to get some Banshees. No, excuse me. I didn't say that. He's gonna get some. He's gonna do the tech swap. He's gonna do the add-on swap. Building another barracks. Building 2 more barracks. This is really quite ridiculous on the barracks. I would say this is an unsustainable build off 2 bases, but I don't play Terran, so I'm sorry. Alright, I'm sorry. I like Protoss. It's just me. Alright? Just me. Protoss player is doing fairly decent. Getting those upgrades, which are very crucial. opting to go for the +1 attack upgrades instead of the +1 defense armor upgrades. When you're facing a Terran player, armor upgrades are more favored. Right. Armor upgrades are more favored, as I said. Let's check out the APMs. 99 from Rugwall and 53 from the Protoss player. Meow. My cat is meowing at me. So, I need to take care of it. Alright. Now, Protoss player is guarding this army, and the Terran player, very smart of him to grab this watchtower. Terran player not doing much. Still not using that bunker, which is very, very, very smart of him. Terran player getting supply locked for the second time, but he's building 3 supply depots. Protoss player is very smooth. Let's see if he's building a pylon somewhere. I don't see a pylon being built. He's gonna get supply locked pretty soon. +1's almost on the way. Doing a fairly good job on his Corona boost. Building more buildings. Always good, always good, always good. He has that 1 Colossus out. And let's go to the income tab. Protoss player slightly ahead because he has 45 probes to the Terran player's 13. Terran player going for that 3rd command center. Always good, always good. You always want to be the first person to get 3 bases when you're playing a game, because you'll generally have that game won. Now, this factory, he should be doing a floating scout with that factory. Terran player has... Is this another barracks? Oh, an engineering bay. He should have got that a long time ago. Protoss player is now +1, giving them the advantage over the Terran player. Right now, I would say Protoss is in a very good spot. He does have the tech over the Terran player. Terran player has relatively little to no tech. Getting that 3rd expansion, building 4 pylons from the Protoss player. He must really be supply locked. He's going for that Zealot charge, which is always good. +2 weapons, very smart, but +2 takes longer than level 1 weapons. Terran player command center is almost finished. Alright. He could use some more medevacs. Medevacs are always good if you're going for straight Marines and Marauders. Pumping out Marauder heavy. Now, Zealots are the counter to Marauders, so he should be pumping out more Marines. Alright. As we see, we have the Terran player at 127 food to the Protoss player's 125. These players are fairly even. Blue Protoss player is slacking in his macro, unlike the green Terran. Let's see here. The Terran player finishes command center, and I really highly doubt that he notices that it's finished. The Protoss player with 1,600 minerals should be going for a 3rd base. Instead, he's moving out. We just missed a drop, everybody, but the Protoss player pulled everything back, which is not... Just don't do that, people. If you get a drop in your base, there's no reason to send your whole freaking army there. Because one of these games, that's gonna happen. You're gonna send your whole army, and then you're gonna have a nice surprise at your front door, because Terran's gonna be knocking on it with this, while your army's up here. Alright. +2 weapons almost finished. The Protoss player should attack the second that's finished. Going for storms. Very smart. Very high level play from Protoss player. As we see the expansion here, doing absolutely nothing, because we love to put 400 minerals in the bank and not use it. Let's see here. He has no energy. Where does he mules? He's still building SCVs. I give him credit for that. As we see, armies are really oh, here we go. Big army. Good slash. Good. This is good for the Protoss player. There's a nice concave. Terran players all spread out. 2 Colossus in the background, getting some easy kills. Those force fields probably hurt the Zealots a little bit more. This whole army's weak. Doing another stim. Stimming does have its negatives, people. It does lower your health. And right here, the Protoss player will mop this up, doing some great micro, sending that Colossus to the back. Taking out that bunker, which finally got used for the first time. And let's go back to the production tab, because you always want to be building while you're dying, because that is smart. Good thing for the Terran player, he's still building. The Protoss player is expanding to his 3rd base finally, and the Terran player's 4th 3rd base is up and running. While he's trying to explode this command center off away, the Terran player is trying to build up an army. The Psystorms are on the way, that Colossus is going down, but the second one will stay alive with 8 kills. Protoss player has this game in the bag, unless the Terran player does something unpredictable. Right here, he's sending off all the SCVs because SCVs are very OP. They're great at taking out armies. So, it's always a smart idea to pull off all your workers and just get a big ass army. That last SCV dying for his Terran brothers. And we have the Stalker picking off some SCVs at the 3rd base. And on the minimap, we see the Protoss player is going to pick that off. Reinforcement High Templars are on the way. Still no worker transfer from the Protoss player. The main base is almost mined out. Should be doing a worker transfer any second. And Terran player floats up his base, which won't do anything when you're facing Stalkers. Now, we have a couple SCVs trying to bootleg it out of there, thinking it's safe at the watchtower. Terran player is is absolutely broke. He is bankrupt. Nothing he can do. 3 more gateways coming down for the Protoss player. Going for +3 weapons, like a guy who has balls of steel. He really likes his weapon upgrades. And we have this Mariner who's been sitting here for the whole game, like a true soldier, following orders, even though his home base is dying. Terran player is getting some income now, calling down all his mules. Not sure what to do with this 3rd base. He's just gonna float it. Now he just landed it. He is desperately broke. Absolutely. Income is shattered. Let's take a look at the income tab just to show you how bad it is. It may look like Terrans in the lead, but that's just mules. Let's take a look at Protoss's macro. 3,000 minerals. Pretty ridiculous, but he does have 7 warp gates, I think. Yep, a lot of warp gates. Building that proximity pylon. And right here, we're gonna have the last battle, it looks like. Terran player goes for a stim. And all these High Templar. He's gonna do some storming. Very high level Protoss player right here. And he's gonna do some microing on this ramp. Doing another stim. Doing a little bit of micro battles here. Those Stalkers are those Zealots, I mean. And we're just having that little dance. The little StarCraft dance that we like to call micro. More Stalkers coming in for reinforcements. And my computer is being stupid. Alrighty, that Terran player is desperately dying. Couple storms stacking. That army's gonna die in a couple seconds. And last storm to finish things off. Right here, we have good game.